Happy New Year, everyone. This is Eugene from Kenya. I want to address something a little bit about what's been going on. So it's about a brother who drags down the name of African American women or Black American women. Of course, I've heard there are a couple of stereotypes which people always have towards African American women or Black American women. So the brothers try to compare the East African women to African American women, but not everyone agrees with her for this. And I don't think it's important, and it's totally wrong for an African American man to embrace the stereotypes that people have towards an African American women, something to do with attitude, something to do with arrogance. He tries to explain this, but also on the flip side, he might have met people with these traits, and he's expressing his experiences. Now we want to strike a balance between a person experiencing, talking about what he thinks, to a person saying what you think it's not right, or what you think is right, or what might not be right to other people. And so I want you to watch this video, and later on, I think it's important if we try to discuss such kind of things that happen to us people from the Black community. So let's watch the video and talk about it. If you're watching this video for the first time and you feel like it resonated with you, feel like it's important, consider subscribing to my channel. It's a small channel, so let's watch the video.
African women versus African American women. I visited various countries in Africa, specifically East Africa, and what I can tell you is this: East African women are some of the most beautiful, most tenacious, zealous women in the world. They're on a level that African American women can only hope and pray to be on. From the way that they walk, to their elegance, to their cooperation, fit, and feminine behavior, they're next level. East African women love to wear their natural hair. They love to be very respectable to their elders, and they respect men. Fellas, do your favor and get your East African beauty.
And this is the problem that some of us have with the Black American passport bros. You can definitely have your preference without bringing down African American women. You can have your preference. East African women can definitely be your preference, but you do not need to compare them with African American women and bring down African American women or Black American women. One of the key elements or variables that most of you forget when you're making this comparison is the social cultural context. All right. These women are the way they are because of the men in their society. African American women are the way they are because of what? The men in their society. Most of you are 50-50 men. African men are raised with the mindset to be providers. And that is not the same mindset that most African American men have. Beyond provision, African men believe in lineage and continuity of the family name, and these are the reasons why they tend to get married and often would do well being the man of the house. Most of you African American men do not have that concept of extending your lineage and your family name. Again, this whole thing of East African women love to wear their natural hair. Context is key. In most African countries and cultures, the women are not directly competing with Eurocentric standards. Do not get me wrong, Eurocentric standards are global. However, women on the African continent are not directly competing with that standard, and the economic penalty is not as severe as it is in North America. Okay, so Black women in North America, I'm sure they have beautiful hair, but depending on your career, you need to look a certain way to get ahead. I have done a video extensively talking about the level of microaggression and the way Black women are penalized when they wear their natural hair at work and how that affects them economically. A simple look at the Crown research funded by Dove will provide a context for understanding why Black women in America might not be so drawn to wearing their natural hair. Finally, you talk about the element of respect and how East African women respect their elders and respect men. You need to conduct yourself in a manner that deserves respect. Do African American men carry themselves deserving of respect? That is a question for you to answer. Respect is not given, it is earned. So if you want to get respect from your women, conduct yourself as such. How many of you are sexually disciplined? How many of you are providers? How many of you have emotional intelligence? How many of you claim a pregnancy when a woman tells you that you got her pregnant and you go ahead, follow through, support her and name the child to ensure that you are laying claims to your lineage and ensuring that your family name continues? These are the things. So before you make these comparisons, remember, African American men and women are a product of their own society, and East African women are also a reflection of their own society and how the men in those society operate and move. My name is Dr. Zita. I am a sociologist. Dear Black Passport Bros, please stop the comparison, go for your preference in peace, and stop disrespecting your own women. That is simply unattractive, and for me, as a West African woman, I would not deal with any man who disrespects his own women just to elevate me. Guess what, guys? Hit the follow button.
Listen, I am not a man hater by any means. I love men. I love African American men. I love all men. I just don't understand why he decided to come on TikTok and choose violence. Like, why can't, if you love African women, East African women, that's awesome. We absolutely love that. And you are definitely entitled to your preference, hands down. But why would you go and like tear down African American women? Like, I don't understand. It's like, so there's men that are like, stay with your man no matter what. It's like, but do y'all stay with women no matter what? It's like, submit to him no matter what. The thing is, people don't realize that word submit comes from the Bible, right? In terms of like how people use it in relationships. And in the Bible, it says that the man's job is submit to God, and then the woman submits to the man. But men don't submit to God because some men don't submit to God because if they submitted to God, then they would treat their wives as if they treat themselves, with kindness, with gentleness, that they would do unto themselves, unto their wives, as they would do to them. So I'm always amazed when men come on and say these crazy things about women when it's like, what about y'all?
African American women, we'll start taking y'all serious once y'all stop wearing these big ass eyelashes and once you stop wearing the white woman's hair. You see, the white woman own y'all black women. Don't you understand what feminism did to you? They control y'all, man. You might as well be the white woman's pet out in this thing, man. Because whatever she say, you do. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I think you is her pet.
Take 1,100,011 because I'm trying so hard not to get a violation on this account. I went back and forth about whether I should say anything because this really isn't a love letter to me or my kind. I just cannot be quiet watching yet another man, let alone a black man, tearing down another black woman. Disgusting. Calling her someone's pet. Aren't y'all tired? Aren't y'all tired of constantly tearing down the women that raised you, grew up with you, invested in you, and you talk like this about them? I mean, it's one thing for you to hate women, but it's a whole nother thing for you to hate your own women. Your mother must be so proud.
Okay, see, people have preferences to the people they want, the people they love, which is okay. And also the sisters who counteracts what he's trying to say also recognizes the fact that everyone has their own taste. People like women with figures, women like men with, beards and all those things. So in simple terms, everyone wants the people who they love, and it is wrong for us to start our own division. I mean, when we're looking to people who are dating, if you are looking for somebody, for instance, that you want, it's important that you want them and you have the you know the qualities that they want, right? And instead of just painting the name of the other people badly, I think it's important to just walk silently to the people that you feel you want to be with, rather than just calling out the names of other group of people to be bad and embrace the stereotypes. And as we normally say that we ourselves will fight against us, sometimes it's true, because the brother is an African American. The sisters that she's talking about are also Black Americans or African Americans. Generally culminates down to show that we are one people. Of course, we have a little bit of differences because of culture and lifestyle, and this also judges our upbringing and everything. And so she's called Madame Z or something, she's a sociologist, and I agree with her, because there are some factors. Just as calling African American women some type of stereotypes, we need to introspect about what's happening with us. How are we raised as people? How should we conduct things to do with relationships? As I said, I'm not a relationship coach or something, but I'm speaking out of the moral grounds. And I'm saying that it's not good to tarnish the name of other group, because I believe that there are other people who also see African American women attractive, and if it's the aggressive, it's the attitude, they still love that. But I also believe that these are just stereotypes which are there about people, and doesn't matter whether she's an African, doesn't matter whether she's an African American. If she has attitude, she has attitude. If she doesn't like something, she doesn't like something. Doesn't matter whether she's an Asian or where does she come from. It doesn't matter. So what I'll say is that let's maintain the peace which is always there. And if we have our preference as people, let's walk silently to the people that we want, instead of calling out people other things which might not turn well. And as a result, you ask yourself why we keep on fighting against ourselves. It's because of some simple things like that which happens amongst ourselves. So to call for peace, we need to understand how can we live with people around us, and this includes our tastes in given people. And what about the people that we don't want? Should we call their name as bad? No. And I'll say that again, just walk silently, walk away silently to the people that you feel that you want, the people that you feel like they're right for you, you know, instead of painting names of people, and which later on will, you know, bring problems to other people, because you start arguing and it will be an argument to an argument, and you know, later on some things will be said which are not right. So tell me what you think in the comment section about this issue. You may believe that women are women, doesn't matter whether they're from East Africa, West Africa, you know, doesn't matter. They have that common thing. Yes. So tell me what you think in the comment section. I feel like it's important to address such kind of things. Shout out to African American women, shout out to East African women, shout out to African American men who also embrace and understand African American women. This is Eugene from Kenya, Eugene the African Kid. See you in my next video. As always, Happy New Year. Peace, love, and harmony. Salute.